the dark? Are you scared?
Oh, what is up, Apex Nation, and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. Hope you guys are having a great day. Make sure you start scrolling, scroll down a little bit. See the like button, hit that, press it. It's a good button, press it. Also subscribe and check the description. You never know, there might be a place you want to join, such as the Discord, my hobbies channel, the Patreon. There's plenty of locations. Go check them out in the description down below. And while you're down there, leave a comment. Whether you leave it now, middle of the video, end of the video, wherever you want to leave it in your time of being at this video, go for it and leave it. But now, it's time for Doki Doki Literature Club. And there is no audio right here. I like my frame. It's all pink and pretty. Might have to change my lights. Something a little different. But we'll leave them for now. Okay, so first thing this game popped up saying is all characters are over the age of 18. Don't know exactly why the game needed to tell me that, but the game told me that. So, we are not going to be on any list. That's what I gathered from that. Alright, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. You have been warned. This will be a full playthrough. Oh, and I should have, individuals suffer from anxiety or depression may have positive experience playing this game. May not have a positive experience. Okay, I'm like, wait a minute, what? Okay. Would you like to review detailed content warning, which contains spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content warnings can be enabled in the settings. No, you've been warned. It's kind of loud. I'll have to turn that down. No, you've been warned. This game is not suitable. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region. Yeah, what? Sure. Hey, they got colorful. Not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. You've been warned again. Doki Doki. It's a really nice little opening picture there. Okay, so I was told to have this open as well. Or ignore the update. Your device needs to restart to install the update. I just turned you on not 10 minutes ago. So I have my opening up here. The files. I was told I need that, so that's there for us. Alright, text speed fine, music volume. Haha. Haha. That is better. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more. Alright. That feels good. Dialogue box size. I'm not going to enable content warning. Auto fast forward time. I really don't want that either, but I don't know what that should be at. Skip unseen text. No. Skip after choices. No. English. Yes. I imagine there's no voice dialogue. I imagine this means, what do you want your text language to be? I needed English so I can see. Alright. Oh, this is the plus. Although it doesn't say it there. I believe this is plus, right? Yeah, Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Yeah. Had to check. And I believe what that plus gives us, I said a look, was like new story, more story options, side story and stuff. But I'm interested to meet the cast of characters. Let's stop rambling and just go new game. Please enter your name. But I don't think that, if I remember hearing like the big thing about this is this doesn't matter. It's gonna go into my Microsoft account and know my real name. Ooh. The drawings are real nice. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it kind of just works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ah! I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Aww, you say like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Apex. Well, I mean, my character seems pretty mean. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you didn't wait for me after all. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Oh, by the way, Apex, have you decided on club to join yet? Club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Oh man, you suck as a listener. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. It's a little too real. It's a little too real there. I mean, I think that's pretty much anybody who plays this game, but okay. I was talking about how I was worried that you wouldn't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. The crap's a NEET. In a few years just because you're not used to the real world. Are you talking like a shut-in? Like an introvert? That's probably 90% of the population? I'm assuming that's what it means. You trust me, right? Don't keep me worrying about your words. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah? Didn't I just say that? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Because she seems fun, carefree, free-spirited, enjoying life as it happens. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relate to her. Relent to her? I don't know what that word is either. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Hey, that's an actual brain condition, you know. Chemically, brain condition. I can make annoying noises. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall. Oh, what a good wall. Looking for an ounce of motivation. Well, you're looking for the wrong unit of measurement by looking at a wall. You could have said an inch, a centimeter, a millimeter. If you're looking for a weight, such as an ounce, you ain't gonna find it. Clubs. Sorry, wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Sounds amazing. Except for I am finding less and less time for anime, unfortunately. Hello! Sayori. Hey. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. The teacher don't care? I guess Japanese schools are different. I mean, teachers in my school had their classroom. Like this would be a teacher's classroom. Their desk would be something like here, and there would be all their stuff, and they would sit there. They wouldn't leave and go somewhere else or anything like that. But also, I think this is a college, not a high school, because everyone is 18 or older. I was told, so I could say things and not get put on a list. Or my character can say things and I read it out loud. I don't get put on a list. Either way. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Aw, thank you. I try very hard. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, whoa, hang on. Oh, we're alone in a classroom together, and you're trying to encourage me. Where's this going? Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Okay. You spelt it that way. Gotcha. Sayori. Yeah. There's no way I'm going to your club. Aw, meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Then who cares if she's late? She's vice president, yo. She can do what she wants. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. I've been reading lately. Or trying to. By that I mean I read a chapter in 2 days. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. I mean, I could see that. I could see it being fun, but also means you got to talk to a lot of people and try to get them interested in something that was never there before. Could be kind of difficult. Although, yeah, I was part of the change in my vocational school from moving from just like working on circuit boards to working on robotics. I was part of that whole change, but I don't think I really helped too much with that. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. Dude, you're in America, aren't you? You became Vice President for doing nothing. Not saying our Vice President now did nothing, but, you know, in the past. Yeah. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. But why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring a new member. And Natsuki make cupcakes. Cupcakes? I'm sold. Don't make promises you can't keep. You know, writing that check your butt can't cash. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead. I mean, her head is kind of bigger than her body, you know? Her width of her head is nearly the width of her shoulders. And I got a big head, and my head's not even that. So maybe. Or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let all along sigh. I didn't want to do that into the mic. I know that's an annoying sound. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake. Yes. Okay? Yes! Let's go! Dude, we're getting a cupcake! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Could have been worse, dude. You could have sold it for a cookie. I, dejectedly, follow Sayori across the school. Words become really different when you look at the last bit. Across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visited. You know, out of the 4 schools I've been to, we won't count vocational school because that was a different school. The only school I went to that had an upstairs was my elementary school. My middle school and high school didn't have an upstairs. In fact, the school went further and further and further and further down every year. As in, they built it on a marsh, wetland, and it started to sink. I think it might have stopped. I think it might have hit its point where it stopped, but it definitely did sink from the original point where they built it. Anyway, section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door, smacking the other girl on the head. Everyone! everyone! The new member is here. Hey, member? I didn't say member. I said Cupcake. All right? The new dude who's here to get a cupcake is here. That's what you meant to say. Told you! Don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room, and a very pretty girl with purple eyes and purple hair was in front of me. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sari always says nice things about you. She talks about me, huh? Okay. Seriously? You brought a boy? Okay. I now understand your type. Way to kill the atmosphere. Why? What were we talking about? What were you talking about? You can't talk about around a boy. Huh? Oh. Sword Art Online? Asuka? No, that's not her name. Starts with an A though, right? But yeah, right there. Ah, Apex, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Okay. We got two very pretty girls and a girl who doesn't like us. Alright. All words escape me in this situation. Well, I mean, okay, you're just any average dude who gets surrounded by beautiful women who is also an introvert. You lose your words. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? Not you. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. So, Natsuki, she's the president. Natsuki? How? The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Okay, I gotta learn names, you know. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Okay, stop saying year. Don't say year. Because you said everyone's over 18. When you say year, you make me think they're back in like high school time where you're like a freshman and all that crap in their first year. College, I don't think you call them first year in college. Or maybe you do. Maybe you do. But I mean, people go to college for like 2 years to get the degree and they got the degree. Or they go for 8 years and they got the degree. So really calling them first year or things like that in college doesn't seem to be the best way of doing it. I'm going to assume college. I'm going to keep saying college until they say high school. And then I'm going to disagree with it and I'm going to say college because they're all supposed to be 18 or older. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. That's right. That's where your name came from. Ah, you could just ignore her when she gets moody. Sari says that quietly into my ear. Oh. And then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy and poutiness. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. You're Yuri? Okay, that's an easy name to remember. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, hiccup, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. I don't blame you. I would too. Ah, well, it's nice to meet. Blah blah blah. It's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? Monica. That's like a very. Okay, we got like Sayori, Yuri. Although I know like a Yuri, Urinthal. Like I've heard of them. Like a Sayori, a Nuts, whatever her name was. But Monica? Monica's like a name we would have here in the States as like a relatively common name. Kind of surprising. Unless it's not pronounced Monica. Or it's like Monica. It might be pronounced Monica. I'm going to say Monica. Anyway. That's right. It's great to see you again, Apex. How do I know you? Were we trapped in a video game together? Did we live together in a house? Did we have a digital baby that you didn't give birth to that we found and adopted? Okay, interesting position. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we're in the same class last year. Okay. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, sticks her butt on the air with her skirt flying up. Yeah, popular. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so gently feels a little, like you need to take a seat. You too, Monica. Come, sit down. She looked down. We made room for you at the table. I mean, there's a lot of room. So, you can sit next to me or Monica. Monica. I'll get the cupcakes, and I'm sitting next to Monica. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. I thought you didn't like me. Sorry, got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? Sweet. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sari mentioned, it's been widened, so there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward. Aw, come on, you should have gave me the choice. I take a seat next to the seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off her tray, revealing a dozen white, floofy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Aw, I want to see them. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and a little piece of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. She's a vampire. Everyone else has got straight teeth. Either you have a sweet tooth and lost all your teeth and that's the only one remaining, or you're a vampire. I'm calling it now. Just hurry and take one. Sari grabs the first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sari talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. So you got white stuff on your face, huh? Anyway, Stop making noises. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Dude, just mow down. Natsuki is quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Dude, it's not sneaking. She's basically 3/4 turns at you. Bam, staring at you. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Oh, wow, this is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like What? Are you about to admit you didn't make them? Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Why are you saying that? I wasn't paying that much attention. Did you? Oh, made them for you or anything. Yeah. Wait, did we hear something like that before? My brain don't work that way. I thought you technically did. Sayori oh, that's true. Sayori said, well, maybe. Oh, wow, you got real angry. But not for, you, dummy. That's true. It's a news, although she talked about us. So you did. All right. Sorry. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to Terry. I went here to here and I went Terry. He returns to the table carrying a tea set. Sweet. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Is our teacup empty? You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. I wasn't asking that, I didn't care. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I'd probably be more interested in drinking a hot cup of tea than enjoying the book. I guess. I'm never gonna get that laugh down. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Hey, she's very pretty. She can impress me all she wants. Oh. That's not... Insulted. Yuri looks away. What do you mean? Well, you're teasing, but still. I meant that you know, I believe in you. Or I believe you. Words. Well, tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Alright, okay. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. You're Monica. So, what made you consider the literature club? Cupcake. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Suggestive, but okay. As president... Oh, you're president. Okay. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. Why? How come you decided to start your own club? Because she's widely popular and doesn't want to be a follower. She wants to be a setter, a trendsetter, or a leader. So what better way to show the world that she's a leader than starting a club in a college? College? You could probably be a board member for any of the other major clubs, but then she's just a taker-overer. Yeah, now she's a leader. A creator. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? That sounds terrible. There's her button sticking her butt out again. Aha, well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. I just can't stand politics. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget or publicity and how to prepare for events. Sounds like it's not a very good club if they have to argue about these things. Club's not unified at that point. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Nice. I like that. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. That right there just made me think of Will Wheaton, where he talked about when he was young going through Star Trek The Next Generation. He would, do things to try to encourage people to read more, and he would have his poster in libraries of him reading and all that. Stuff like that. So that's cool. That reminded me of that. That's a really, really cool... Monica's really cool. I like her so far. Monica really is a great leader. You're touching her hand. See you, Sayori. Yuri also nods in agreement. She's shy. Then, I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Well, keep it small. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Okay, well, first of all, I know for a fact if you 4 girls went to go advertise a brand new club with just the 4 of you pretty girls, you'd get a lot more members. You wouldn't get the right members, but you would get a lot more members. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. I read that already. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Depends on what you're reading. If you read the boring crap they force you to read in school, yeah. But if you get to read something you're very interested in, or you all can share a common interest in, then it could be good. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Okay. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we all can really grow this club before we graduate. Making it sound like this isn't a college. Then again, I don't know how Japanese colleges work or anything like that. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it, I'm a vampire. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. It's like you look at everyone's cheeks, right? She's confidently embarrassed, kind of. She's just overexcitedly embarrassed. She doesn't really know what to be, and she's just straight up shy embarrassed. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Hey, that's how you build friendships right there. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. That's true. How'd they all meet? Ooh, I wonder if we'll get to know that. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. That is true. It's gonna be difficult. I hope I really don't have to read, because then that could be difficult. I mean, I'm literally reading, but I mean, like, if I have to know things about books. So, Apex, what kind of things do you like to read? Fantasy novels. Am I ever gonna have a multiple choice thing? Well, consider how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Well, dude, if you play video games, well, it depends on what you play, but if you play RPGs, you're reading fantasy. It's basically a visual novel that you get to do things in. So, you know, you have a good way of answering that. You read fantasy, dude. I'm assuming. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Nasuki's head suddenly perks up. Oh! It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces a rim around her teacup with her finger. I'll skip over that joke. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Hey! Yes! It's like books that you start reading, and you read something in book 4, and then at book 8, something happens. You're like, oh, that's building off what happened in book 4, and you're like, oh, that's so cool. Ranger's Apprentice, amazing book series. I think there's there's more. If you follow just the Ranger's Apprentice, which goes into Royal Ranger, I think there's 14 books right now. But then there's like the past books, the books that go into the past, and there's a spin-off series as well. All kinds the dude has written. And it's a really cool world. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Some people find it easier. Some people find it easier to get away from the world you live in and write about a world that you can make up completely. Because you don't ever have to worry about being wrong, because no one can tell you you're wrong about a world you made up. So, I mean, I guess equally impressive. I get what you're saying. Some people find it easier. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Okay. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. I think I read a book like that called Grim Reaper. By, I forgot the name, it's over there. Steve Alton. I looked and I saw the thing and his name popped right out. I believe that was like psychological. It was alright. I think I want to reread it. When I finish it, I'm like, I need to read that again. But anyway, isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination, completely throw you for a loop? Oh, and something more psychological would be the Mass Effect series, except for the 4th book. Forget the 4th book. The 4th book ruined that character. They had such an amazing character that when you think of like psychological issues and problems and stuff like that, conditions, we'll call it, such an amazing story, but the 4th book ruined that character. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I like horror. Wait, horror. Other girl's a vampire. Starting to see connections here. I read a horror book once. It was called One Fish, Two Fish. I desperately grasped something I can relate at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Not the rock, but a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. Do you two not talk? I mean, I've known her for all of 5 minutes, and she's opened up to me about reading horror books, and you're the president? And you don't know? Starting to doubt your leadership. For someone as gentle as you, well, that's the ones you gotta worry about. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I mean, I understand that, but it's kind of a scary thing to think about. People read a horror book, and then they think about the world differently. Okay. I mean, you see like, you know, TV shows do the horror thing all the time where it's like, this person killed these people because of this influence from a book or a movie or a TV show or a past jerk. Things like that. So, yeah. I hate horror. Well, Natsuki, you officially go in the corner. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Yo. I like horror. Never mind. You're a vampire! Wait. Maybe she's misrepresented in the books. And she hates that. Okay, we're getting the lore. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Like cat cupcakes. What? What gives you that idea? Has this club only been around for a day? How do you not know each other? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. What do you do at club meetings? What do you do in this club? If you aren't sharing the type of stuff you like, what you like to write about, I don't know what you all do. It looks like you were working on a poem. Ooh, a poem. I'm not a very good poem person. Don't say it out loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, hands on shoulders. Hands on shoulders. Series. Siddles? She siddles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Hey, just making conversation. I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. How do you know? You've known me for all of a minute. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing something you create takes a lot of guts, you know? It's scary, because it's like, how are people going to feel? Are people going to hate it? Are people going to like it? You know, as a content creator, I might put a lot more time into something and it gets nowhere, no traction. Other than I could do something that takes no effort and gets a lot of traction. You hear it all the time from creators. It's like the whole thing. But anyway, I understand how Natsuki, I'll say Nayuki again, my brain was here. Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. It takes guts. Do you have it? The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Yeah, I can see that. If you're not interested in what you're writing, or if you can't entertain yourself with what you're doing, then are you expecting other people to be? You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing them even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Again! What do you talk about at your meetings? Maybe if you share some of your work, You can set an example to help Nosuke feel comfortable enough to share hers. Do. Sorry. Yeah, what do you write about? You like to read. You haven't talked about if you write. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. Wait, does everyone write poems? We all sit in silence for a moment. No one fart, no one fart, no one fart. Okay, butt out again. I have an idea. Everyone? Oh, you got everyone's attention. Nasuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write poems of our own. Oh. Please tell me I don't actually have to do it. The game's gonna do it. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! She has no shame. You have just confidence. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think you'll all help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Y'all know nothing about each other. This ain't a club. This is, I don't know what this is yet. But you got a vampire. Isn't that right, Apex? Yo, why you gotta put it on me? She smiles warmly at me once again. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll do it. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Yeah, I haven't technically joined the club. Is there initiation? Is there initiation? Do I gotta be initiated somehow? Some way? Dark room? Now that we're back at the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. How do you not know each other? I never said I would join this club. Sari may have convinced me to stop by to get a cupcake. Thank you. But I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought as I looked across the all four girls stared at me back with dejected eyes. I mean, I get that from them, although she really hasn't changed in a bit ever since she thought about having to share her poems. But she looks sad. She looks like she's made those eyes at this character a lot more. That's how I think I met her. So, okay. But, I'm sorry. I thought... Apex? I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Wait, when it's like this? Alright, I see what Chad you're thinking about. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Dude, you write the poems, or you Google poems and just... I mean, this isn't for a grade or anything like that. You're just trying to impress people. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Well, they all rose. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sari wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. You're not helping the situation, Sayori. Hey, he really did scare me for a moment. She just put her arms behind her back and came forward. You see what she's presenting. If you really just come for the cupcakes, I would have been super ticked off at you. That's not a mad face, though. And she just bumped you out of her way with her butt. Then, let's make it official. Oh, what do we got to do? Welcome to the Literature Club. Oh, man, I was hoping for something more grand. Fireworks, sparkler, pancakes, something. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. Get out of my way. It's my screen time. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Still have questions. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Nope. I already forgot. What am I doing? Writing a song? Am I reading a book? Am I reading a horror novel? Is it by Stephen King? How about Stephen King's son? Although, does he? Yeah, he's an author, yeah. Maybe some H.P. Lovecraft? What am I doing? Oh, write a poem. That's right, yeah. Okay. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we all can share. Monica looks over at me once more. I'll do it. Apex, I look forward to see how you express yourself. Don't look down. Why are you gonna do that? Yeah. I can really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills. I say yes, because she's nice enough to the point where she won't be like, that sucked. She'd be like, hey, thank you for sharing, and it's good to see your skill level. Which is a nice way of saying, you suck. It's never been said to me before. I already feel the anxiety, that is, welling up inside me. Yeah, dude, I'm okay. Just go for it. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Nasuki clean up their food. Why aren't they all cleaning up? Clean up your own mess. Hey, Apex, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Sounds like we live on the same street, so why would I say no? Oh, that's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Wait, plural? How many clubs are you in? Sure, might as well. Yeah! With that, the two of us departed to the club room and make our way home. Which, we're going to end today's episode here. This is cool. I'm into it. I'm having fun. It's going to get interesting, though, I have a feeling. And I really don't know what they do. And I doubt she's a vampire, but I'm sticking with that narrative because it's fun. What if I hit save, what happens? Whoa. Oh, we got an auto save. Alright. We'll go with this one. Cool. Oh, it saves me at that screen. I see. Alright, so that's how you save and just exit. Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm going to record more because I want to. So, I'll see you all in the next episode. Take it away, outro me. Thank you so much for watching that video. And if you liked it, make sure you give that video a like. And also comment it down below. And don't forget to subscribe. You're here. Come on now. And you can go over to this side. And you can look at another gaming video. And then subscribe. Or you can head over to my hobbies channel. And you can watch me open up cards. You know, My Hero Academia. You can't really see the stuff in the background. It's all dark. But it's there. You know, My Hero Academia booster box. Check it out. I opened up that. And subscribe by clicking the little dude up there. Until next time. I'm ApexReaper. Y'all stay positive. Thanks for watching.